Hi everyone, welcome back to CRN In Depth, where we dive into a big CRN story unfolding now with the reporter who covered it. I'm Gina Narcisi, Senior Editor for CRN, and today I'm speaking with my colleague Orion Johnson, Senior Editor for CRN, who was on the ground at Dell World 2023. So let's get into it, Orion. What was Dell's big message to partners at the show?
The big message was definitely around AI and multi-cloud. For AI, it's if you don't have an AI strategy, your customers need it. Your customers need an AI strategy, and they're going to be looking to you to provide one. So if you don't have one, hurry up and get one and start talking to your customers and prospects about it, because this opportunity is real. It's very present, and it's worth millions and millions of dollars. The other thing they talked about was multi-cloud, which is if you go with Dell, you can avoid cloud lock-in, which is the kind of the dreaded position of being locked into either AWS or Azure or Google Cloud or some of these big environments, and having their workloads kind of held hostage by the high cost of that. And what Dell's saying to partners is, if you go with us, you can avoid all that cloud lock-in.
And to your point about AI, I think it's so interesting. We've heard this term so long as a buzzword, I think. And so now it's becoming a real thing. Is there a killer use case out there right now for partners in AI?
Yeah, there's two that Dell has their eye on. One is in these server farms, AI server farms. I think you and I can probably appreciate how data centers have gone from being data centers to now they're AI generation server farms. AI is being added to a lot of these products. But Dell says these are real opportunities, and they're really selling some of their highest and best equipment to put in these farms, and the opportunity is there for partners as well. So not only there, but also in enterprises. Enterprises see the potential with generative AI, but they also don't want to put years worth of legacy data, sometimes 20, 30 years worth of legacy data into the existing public large language models. So they don't want to take that, throw it into chat. They want to have their own. And so that's why Dell came up with Project Helix, which combines their XE9680 server, which is the flagship server, with 8 of NVIDIA's GPUs to just create this really massive compute power that can eat up these large language models and deliver outcomes that are tailor-made for the customer and just bespoke to their business needs.
Yeah, what are some of the other products at the show that partners are excited about this year?
The Kubernetes and some of the edge environments were really kind of eye-catching. These are projects that have been in the works for a while, specifically around edge. Everything is about kind of the multimodal application. You can take it from here and go to here with it, so that message is there with the edge. Apex was that again, avoid cloud lock-in. Take your applications anywhere you want, as long as you're on a Dell APEX environment. It doesn't matter where the workload is running or where the applications are running. Those are kind of the big messages that Dell has for partners.
And as we know, it's a lot of fun being on location at some of these shows. Can you talk about some of the scenes from the show this year?
Yeah, it was kind of neat. They had James Cameron at the show. A lot of times these celebrity guests are kind of only tangentially sort of related to the products. But this time, James Cameron, the guy who made Avatar, Avatar is one of these movies that uses a lot of data, and they really, for all the nerds in the audience, they really went into how all the different ways they collect data and the ways that data kind of finds its way into the movie, from far out edge locations back to the servers and then back to the studios. So it was really kind of a cool technological walk through some of the ways that Dell partners are making Hollywood magic.
Yeah, what's so interesting is, a lot of this technology applies to Hollywood and then applies to the smallest businesses as well.
Yeah, it's data, and it's really cool to see how some of the most kind of exciting features in our realm are being made using the same techniques and using the same, I guess, concerns and objectives that a lot of our smallest MSPs have, which is just taking data and being able to move it seamlessly from one point to another in the furtherance of this great enterprise, which is what they saw with Avatar.
Absolutely. And if you want to read more about Orion's coverage of the event, head to crn.com. Thanks so much for chatting with me today, Orion.
Thanks, Gina. It was great.